Okay guys, welcome to video number 6. We are looking at 6.3e. I can multiply and divide positive rational numbers fluently. So the first thing we have is 5 over 8, 5/8 times 1/4. Remember that a dot can represent multiplication. And when we multiply fractions, we multiply across. 5 times 1 is 5, and 8 times 4 is 32. 5 over 32 cannot be reduced, so we're going to leave it as 5 over 32. Our next problem, we have 14.2 times 1.12. Remember, just like before, the dot does represent multiplication. I'm going to look at the place values. They have the same number of place values, so it does not matter which one goes on top and which one goes on the bottom. However, it's easier to multiply by 1s and 2s than it. So that's what we're going to want to make sure is on the bottom. So we're going to put 14.2 on the top. And you notice it does not matter if we line up our decimals. What's 2 times 2 is 4. 2 times 4 is 8. And 2 times 2 is 2. I'm through with my 2, so I put down a 0 to hold its place. 1 times 2 is 2. 1 times 4 is 4. 1 times 1 is 1. Because I'm done with the 1, I put a 0 to hold its place and then add the 0 at the end. 1 times 2 is 2, 1 times 4 is 4, 1 times 1 is 1. And now I add my numbers together. 4 plus 0 is 0, 4. 8 plus 2 is 10. So I put down my 0, carry my 1. 4 plus 2 is 6, 7, 8, 9. 4 plus 1 is 4, 5. 1 plus nothing is 1. So if I have 1 decimal place in this question, 2 decimal places in that number, so I need 3 decimal places altogether. So my answer is 15.904. We have our next problem is 5/8 divided by 1/4. I know that when I divide fractions that I need to change division to multiplication, and change my fraction from 1 over 4 to 4 over 1. 5 times 4 is 20. 8 times 1 is 8. And because it's 20 over 8, I can reduce. When I reduce, I look at dividing it by 2. I think 4 can go into both of them, so let's go ahead and divide by 4. 20 divided by 4 is 5. 8 divided by 4 is 2, so 5 over 2 is my answer. So now I'm looking at our word problem. It says a grocery store sells steaks for $6.10 per pound. What would be the cost of 2 3/5 pounds of steak? And then the hint down here says that we must change the fraction to a decimal because we cannot multiply a fraction by a decimal. They both have to be decimals or they both have to be fractions. So to change 2 3/5 to a improper fraction, remember we multiply 2 times 5, which is 10. Then we add the 3, which gives us 13 over 5. I don't know why I just did. So now we have 13 over 5. And I can make that a decimal. I put 13 on the inside, 5 on the outside. 5 goes into 13 2 times, which is 10. 13 minus 10 is 3. 5 cannot go into 3, so I add a decimal. Add a 0 and bring it down. 5 can go into 30 6 times. 6 times 5 is 30, and that gives us our 0. So now I have 2.6 pounds of $6.10 per pound. So now I multiply. 6 times 0 is 0. 6 times 1 is 6. 6 times 6 is 36. I'm through with my 6, so I add my 0. 2 times 0 is 0. 2 times 1 is 2. 2 times 6 is 12. I have 0, 6. 6 plus 2 is 8. 3 plus 2 is 5. And then I have 1. I have 3 decimal places, 2 here and 1 here. So I need 3 decimal places in my answer. So my answer is $15.86.